Well, a high risk to national security from foreign espionage. That is the conclusion about a massive job training program for foreign students.
It's called the F1 Optional Practical Training Program, or OPT. After years of digging, senior investigator Stephen Stock continues to find possible fraud and thousands of students working for companies that appear not to exist.
This DHS Ombudsman report quotes directly from our original investigation that aired 2 years ago. It says that these vulnerabilities in the F1 visa program still have not been fixed, and that foreign spies could be exploiting the vulnerabilities to steal U.S. technology.
We went door to door.
Hi.
From a business park along I-880.
They're no longer here. We're renovating the suite.
Hello?
To a private home in Sunnyvale.
There's no one here associated with that name.
From a Fremont dentist office.
This is not Innovative Intelligence Solutions.
This is not dental.
To this empty building in a neighborhood outside Dallas, Texas. All of them addresses listed on the website and business filings of a company called Innovative Intelligence Solutions. Department of Homeland Security records show that company employed more than 200 students in the F1 Optional Practical Training Program, or OPT, since 2017.
Thank you for calling Innovative Intelligence Solutions.
DHS lists Innovative Intelligence Solutions as one of the top 200 employers of F1 foreign students in data that DHS published a few years ago. But it appears the company doesn't exist.
Sorry, but the user's mailbox can't accept more messages.
And it's not the only suspicious company on that list that we found.
And we've got one phone number for them.
We tried tracking down more than a dozen of those companies.
Yes, I'm trying to get ahead of HR or the CEO.
We got disconnected phone lines.
Your call cannot be transferred.
Voicemail boxes that could not take messages.
So we have data from 2019 and they closed in 2018. It's certainly suspicious.
And representatives who couldn't provide basic details about the company. Two of the companies show this address in Durant, Oklahoma, with this big modern building as one of their offices. But when you look at that address on Google Maps, this is what you find: an old, empty building. And our data producer, Sean Myers, actually found that office building that they were showing on their website more than 500 miles away from Durant.
This building's supposed to be in Oklahoma, but I'm standing here in New Orleans, and as you can see, it's right behind me.
The federal indictment says the CEO helping secure thousands of fraudulent visas.
We first uncovered these phantom companies back in 2019 after a Mountain View businesswoman pleaded guilty in federal court to conspiracy to commit fraud. Federal prosecutors say her company, Fine Dream, charged foreign students hundreds of dollars for fake employment papers so those students could stay in the U.S.
I'm Stephen Stock from NBC Bay Area.
We started knocking on doors and found dozens of other suspicious companies. After we reported what we found, DHS stopped publishing that data on companies which employ foreign students.
The concern that a lot of us began to have was that this fraud was going unchecked.
John Fear served as senior advisor to the director at DHS and helped oversee the F1 visa program. As an appointee of President Trump, he left DHS when the new administration took office.
When you have dozens and dozens and dozens of foreign nationals entering the exact same place of business, and that place of business doesn't actually exist, you know that it's fraud.
Fear now works for the Center for Immigration Studies, a conservative think tank in Washington. He worries that not enough has been done to fix the F1 visa fraud problem by either administration.
We had hundreds, if not thousands, of foreign nationals openly lying to DHS about where they were working and what they were doing. Obviously, there are very serious national security implications there.
Had they known that this is a fraudulent company, I would say at least 90% of these people would never have chosen these companies.
Houston labor attorney Raul Reddy tells us he started getting calls from foreign students who were about to be deported because they were employed by fake companies. He says many of those F1 students might be victims here.
They fell into the trap laid by these companies. 4,600 people getting an OPT from a company that runs from a salon or massage space, definitely that's a problem.
This abuse of the F-1 visas worries advocates who argue that the program does a lot of good.
The aggregate effect, when you look at the entire country, is that the OPT program is incredibly valuable.
Jeremy Neufeld is an immigration policy analyst with the Niskanen Center, a Washington think tank advocating immigration reform. He says the OPT program attracts the best and the brightest from around the world to the U.S., allowing foreign college students to stay in the country for up to 3 years after they graduate if they find work related to their area of study.
So if your region attracts more OPT participants, you're likely to see more patenting and more innovation taking place there.
Well, it's great work that you did, but we need to do more.
Congressman Mark DeSaulnier of Walnut Creek does not want to end the F-1 visa program, but he does say our reporting should spur Congress to reform the system, something he pledged to try.
Thank you for the work you're doing, but it's incumbent on us here in Congress to provide the oversight, to hold people accountable, and dissuade people from trying to do this and protect honest people.
We tried to ask the Department of Homeland Security about all of this, but they said they could not talk to us, citing an ongoing investigation. In an interview 2 years ago, DHS did say that they work behind the scenes to catch bad actors using the exact same data we've used. Last year, they did arrest 15 students on fraud charges, but so far no companies have been publicly charged beyond FindDream and another associated company. I'm Stephen Stock, NBC Bay Area News.
Stephen, thank you. If you have a story for Stephen Stock or anyone else in our investigative unit, give us a call. See the numbers on your screen, 888-996-TIPS, or you can simply visit our website, nbcbayarea.com/investigations.